Okay, so I want to show you something about inventory and how it works, and please donate me, and something that you really need to be watching out for because you may not be aware of this, but there's a little, I wouldn't call it a glitch, but there's, yeah, a tiny bit of a glitch that you just, if you don't catch it, it could really, really cause you problems. Um, and anyway, my dog's just pushing on me. Okay, so here are some of the things that I've bought these. Like, I'm gonna go in the Please Donate Me game. It's called Please Donate Me games. Okay, that's how I give my wins to people. But there's these Please Donate Me games, and I mean they make millions of Robux in these games. Okay, millions in the game. That's how much. But at any rate, like 1 million Robux is worth about $10,000. And so if you're not familiar, I'm gonna talk about this is if some of the listeners don't know anything about Roblox. Okay, if you've never played Roblox, you don't have an account, you don't know how people can make money on Roblox, how things are converted, and actually Roblox is like a currency. It's for the Roblox platform, but it can actually convert $2 depending on what your position is on the platform and what you're doing. And but basically these are classic. There's all kinds of things that you can buy on Roblox as well. And so Robux is the Roblox currency. So these are some of the photography pictures. I actually have this picture on commercial sale. It was selected for commercial sale. So I'm like a hobby photographer, but you know, I put my some of my photography out there, and so some of my photography was selected for commercial sale. So at any rate, so this is one of them. So what you do, there's a specific way, and I have a tutorial about it if you're interested in creating digital art on this platform, and you can sell it. You literally put it on the market on whatever Roblox, depending, you know, what type of membership you have, and you know, there's developer type partnerships and different things that you can get on Roblox. At any rate, so these are some of the photography that I've done, and I put, you can basically, on the tutorial that I have, it teaches you how to compress a file. It has to be an exact specific size so that you can use their template, and you use a website and you put your digital art using their template, and then you can upload your art or whatever it is, your photography art or whatever, onto avatar clothing, or you can just sell it, you know, on Roblox. You pay 10 Robux to put it, list it for sale. And so at any rate, so this is a couple of pictures that I have. This is my, I don't put this for sale because this is my baby girl. This is my service dog, my baby girl, my poodle Nadia. And so I wear this t-shirt. This is on my avatar, but here's some of my photography, and this is something silly that I just drew. Okay, so now I want to talk about when you, if you go to, if you're, now if I'm speaking to YouTubers or people who are familiar with Roblox, if you use the Please Donate Me games, here is something, or if you go to these Roblox, these Please Donate Me games, and you donate, here's something that you need to be aware of. Okay, so these are some of the things that I have bought. See this right here? This guy right here, I just donated this to him today because he's my game developer. He's like 19. He's like still a teenager. But he is, I mean, he's a great, you know, he's a coder, scripter. He's my game developer anyways. So anyways, he developed my game. So, but right here, look at this. I don't even remember who I bought this from. But this is what this is my inventory. These are things that I own, right? Like I could put this on my avatar if I wanted to. But look at the price of that. That's 1 million. That's 1 million Robux. That's $10,000. It says I own it. Okay, so here's what I want to talk about. This is where you have to be careful. Okay, I did not pay 1 million Robux for this item. So here's what happens. And this is what I discovered today when I was in a Please Donate Me game. You can go to my video on my YouTube channel where I was just showing my Christmas scene in my game, and that I was donating to one of my subscribers that won some Robux in my giveaway. So here's how it works in the game. They have this booth And whenever they have an item for sale on their profile and you go in these Please Donate Me games, you just click claim the booth, and then automatically anything that you have for sale on your profile, whatever, will show up on the booth. So most people have small amounts, like, $1 Robux, $2, anywhere from 1 to 10 Robux is a common amount, because some of those people sit in those Please Donate Me game and they make, anywhere from hundreds to even thousands per week. That's all they do is just sit there and it's like a market kind of, in a way. Even though it's called Donate Me, they're not really, I don't know how Roblox gets by with that, because it's not a donation. You're selling something. But anyways, that's what they call it. So here's the thing that you need to watch out for. When I went back into the game, see, because the guy, I bought everything that, he had on the booth, which was 5 Robux each, because I owed him 100 Robux. And so I just bought his items until it, equaled 100. But he didn't have any, all of them were 5 across the board instead of like 10, 20, 50, or whatever. So I had to go into my inventory, delete the items from my inventory so that I could go back into the game and then rebuy them. So what he did is he went in and he's changed his item to 80, because I already paid him 20. So he went in and changed his t-shirt from 5 Robux to 80 Robux, which was perfect, because when I went back in, I just, hit the button and then I paid him 80 and I was done. But here's the problem. When I went back into the game, the button on the booth still said 5 Robux. Now, when you buy from a booth, you go look at my game video. Basically, you click the button on the booth. It'll say 5 Robux or whatever. And then you confirm. Then it'll bring up a box and it'll tell you you're buying this item. And it gives you a chance to confirm or cancel before it charges your account. But what happened was, when I went back in, even though he had changed his price to 80 Robux from 5 Robux, it still said 5 Robux on the booth. And this is why it's a problem. I caught it. I mean, because when I clicked, 5 and it said 5, but when it went to confirm, it said 80. But here's the thing. When people go into these Please Donate Me game, okay, and they just donate on a regular basis, like some of my Roblox friends that are building their channels, they just go into these Robux games and they, they record and they do videos and they get views and stuff for it and everything. And so they just, they move pretty quickly, but if it's the risk is you may have not caught that somebody changed their amount. Like, let's say this guy is going in, he's gonna subscribe, he's gonna give, a bunch of Robux to one of this persons, and he only has 2 buttons, and so he can't give any more, because because you can only click on a booth button one time. So once you buy that item, you can't buy it again. You have to delete it from your inventory before you can buy it again. So if you don't catch it that the price has been changed, you could potentially spend a whole lot more money than you intended to. Like this, I don't have 1,000,000 Robux on my channel. So let's say I was going to delete this from my inventory, and then I'm going to go back into the Please Donate Me game and go to his booth and donate again. But his button's going to say 10 Robux. And then if I had 1,000,000 Robux on my account, if I don't catch it, then the price changed from what the button says on the booth to what it says, when you confirm it. Oh my gosh, this is what people really need to pay attention to. This was not 1,000,000 Robux when I bought it. Okay, this is approximately about $10,000. 1,000,000 Robux is about $10,000. Okay, if you was to convert your Robux to money, which you can do. Anyways, so people sell stuff on Roblox and they make money and they convert it to dollars, right? Okay, so now I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Oh my goodness. So I'm in a Please Donate Me game and it's not loaded. Here I am, one-legged, one-armed. Oh my word. Anyways, so I'm in this Please Donate Me game and I don't know why it's not loading properly, but anywho, see. So I'm going to just show you an example of what I'm talking about so you can see it. I'm trying to keep it in perspective of some people may be new to this whole Roblox thing. So if I'm speaking to the choir, just bear with. I'm trying to find somebody that I'm going to donate to here. Hang on a minute. Okay, so like here's the board. See these are the top people who've got the most in this game over time. So this one, he's got 209 million. So 209 times 10,000. So that's a pretty good chunk of money that this person's made in this game. Okay, and these are the top donators. So this person, over a period of time, this is like the developer. So 258 million times, well, so each million is worth approximately about 10,000, roughly. So 258 times 10,000. That's how much she's donated in this game over time. So here is, some people come in here and, you know, they're doing like giveaways, or they're doing it for their, you know, their channel, like they're a gamer, and they'll give away a whole lot in like rapid succession, you know. So watch what I'm talking about. Okay, so here's one, and he's got different amounts, which that's the smartest way to do this, is to have different amounts, because some people, they just want to, you know, donate a whole bunch in small amounts. Some people will come in. Now some people, they'll drop 1,000, 10,000, a million, and then it'll have this big global nuke, you know, big noise and fireworks going off and stuff. So anyways, but I'm just going to show you, this is Trooper's stand. And I think he was in the chat talking about how broke he is. There, Trooper, I'll give you a little bit of Robux here. Oh, Ford F-250, all right. Okay, so I'm going to buy his item for 3 Robux, okay? Oh, look, here he is. He's like, yeah, somebody's donating to me. Okay. All right, so I have purchased this. Now watch what happens when I try to buy this again. It's going to say you already own it. Okay, so let's say all of his stuff, I've already bought everything. And so I would have to go back into my inventory. Okay, where I was showing you earlier. And I would have to delete it from my inventory so I could come back in again and rebuy the items to give him more. Because you can only buy it once unless you delete it. Okay, so if I had already bought this, let's say he went into his account and he changed it. It would, darn it, I'm gonna have to leave. So what it would have done is it would have said, if he went in and changed his price to his thing, it's still just gonna say $3. Okay, and hang on a second. Okay, so just to show you, so here's the button that you see, and then you'll have your confirm button. That's what this is. So so what I saw today was they had changed the price of their inventory of their item for sale after I had bought it for the first time. I go back into the game to rebuy the same item, and the button still said the same first price. So that's what you have to be careful, because if somebody's just going through this game and they're just buying stuff quickly, they may not catch that button on this booth is not the same as this right here. So I'm just saying, and you may think, oh, it's not possible that you would miss that something is a much higher price than this button here. Well, it's possible, because there's some people, they just go through it real quickly and they're not paying attention. Okay, so I'm just saying it could happen. So whenever this booth, whenever you put an item for sale, that's the amount the should show on this booth. But if somebody goes in and changes it, okay, let's say they use a second device to change their inventory and they don't leave the game, for example. I don't know how it's happening. All I'm knowing is that when you go in here, this button should match the confirm button. But if somebody, again, uses a second device, goes into the Roblox account, changes the price that's on their inventory, and that their avatar is still in the game, it may not update in time, and you may not catch it and spend a whole lot more money than you intended to, is what I'm saying. Okay, so back to my inventory. I don't know why or how this person changed their amount. It could have been that somebody asked them to change their item, because big donors do go into those games and they do drop. They call them nukes. Like if somebody drops 1 million Robux, that's 10,000 Robux. I mean, they do that. I mean, you have a lot of big sponsors in that game. So it could have been that this person got a big donation, and that's why he changed that price right there. It doesn't make, like, there's a lot of trading of items on Roblox, and it doesn't necessarily make this item more valuable. I mean, that's not what it means. All I know is that I own this item and it's currently priced at 1 million Robux. And I don't know why. I mean, I could probably just ask the guy, like, hey, guy, why did you change your price? You know, he could have got it. It says 1 million dono. So he may have got a big donation and that's why. But, anyways, he's one of my Roblox friends. And so, anyways, I'll just have to ask him. But just beware, if you're somebody that goes in and does a lot of donating, these Please Donate Me games, make sure if you're buying from the same person a second time, you know, and you're having to delete your items from the inventory so you can rebuy their items, just make sure that the button on the booth says the same as the confirm button, because I saw today that it didn't. Okay, I'm just saying.